Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and you could say that I could stop at 2 videos with the Ninja Turtles, but I just have to say, Michael Bay sucks. And the reason why this warrants a 3rd video is because I am getting sick and tired of Michael Bay apologists. Everybody here on YouTube, they want to make they're really savvy when it comes to film, that they know all about movies, that, they have eclectic tastes, this movie is just a brainless popcorn film. But really, all these people are dumbasses, because right around they spin around, they're like, oh, this Ninja Turtles movie is not that bad. And do you realize what these people are defending? This is going to be not just Ninja Turtles, but this is Michael Bay in general. This is a Michael Bay rant on how much he sucks. First of all, this man is garbage. The types of movies he makes could be made by fucking chimpanzees. That's all you have to do. Put a chimpanzee in front of a laptop, have him type up the script, and he'd probably come out with something much better than a Michael Bay product. And I'll explain why this is. First of all, let's talk about Transformers first, because we've already beat on that Ninja Turtles horse until it's dead pretty much now. Transformers. Number 1, I will give him this. It wasn't that bad. It didn't really feel like a Transformers, movie in the traditional sense. It certainly wasn't any animated Transformers movie where it was just the Transformers. Let's be honest. It was mostly focused on Shia LaBeouf. That guy was the main character. Optimus Prime was like the co-star, the supporting cast, pretty much. And it was about Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf, their relationship, and them, trying to save the world. It was pretty much more Shia LaBeouf saved the day at the end, not Optimus Prime. When you really look at the finale of that first film, and I want to know, how he could fuck it up that bad. But I won't say it was a bad movie, because I've seen a lot worse. I guess it was somewhat enjoyable. It made me laugh. And, the first one was good because of the spectacle of the Transformers. Let's be honest, they looked good. The Transformers looked good, not the Ninja Turtles. The Transformers, you can't really argue and say, those guys didn't look like they did in the cartoons or like the action figures. They did. Now, we move on to the second movie, and that shit was a fucking abomination. They took at least you could say that it was Shia LaBeouf helping the Transformers, so the Transformers were there through most of the movie. You could argue that the fact that it was almost like he was trying to hide the Transformers like a dog. So I guess you could say it was cute to a point. By the second film, it lost all of its luster, because all that comedy and shit was completely gone. You had nonsense with Shia LaBeouf in college. Fucking college. The fucking movie felt like American Pie for at least the first hour. And, obviously Michael Bay was inspired by this. He knows that, American Pie and all this other type of, trashy humor is entertaining, in America. So he's going to put that in there. But it was a fucking heap of garbage. And it went on for 2.5 hours. And it was complete nonsense, most of it. And it was boring. Even the action was boring. It was just, too much. It was repetitive. And it was dumb. That, in my definition, is a dumb movie. The third film, while it wasn't as pointless as, say, the second one, it still was pretty fucking, messed up. The storyline was just outrageous. You had 1,000 different things going on. You couldn't even appreciate one thing because, there were 1,000 different ideas in there. It was like X-Men 3. It was all over the fucking place. And you had the big villain Megatron looking like a fucking pansy in that one. Even the girl that replaced Megan Fox even said that Megatron was being the bitch of the new villain, that new Prime that they had. So that right there, you could pretty much say he destroyed Transformers. It made it look like a fucking joke. You had humans telling the Transformers what to do, when in reality you could have Optimus Prime just blast Shia LaBeouf to the moon just by doing this, and he'd be fucking dead. And we're supposed to suspend our disbelief. Like, the Transformers were like dogs and cats almost. As I said, it was a little bit cute in the first movie, but then I thought about it. I was like, they're treating them like they're pets, like they're motherfucking Tamagotchis, motherfucking Furbies. Nah, bitch, they're fucking Transformers. They ain't no Furbies. So this was completely moronic. Michael Bay said he was going to bow out, which was a smart move. It's a smart idea to leave town when you've completely fucked up a franchise. But then somehow he comes back again for the fourth movie. All he does is replace, the main cast. So he cast Mark Wahlberg, a better actor, but still, from the trailer, it looks like the same fucking movie. It almost looks like they're starting it up where they left off. It's not even a reboot or anything, which, I'm happy for, but it's, I don't even want to fucking remember those 3 Transformers movies. And then you got this, the same fucking shit going on. It looked like a scene from the second movie. This whole thing, it doesn't look appealing. It looked boring. Still, all the humans are there. They still, didn't listen to any fan complaints. Michael Bay doesn't listen to his fans, the people who give him all these millions and millions and billions of dollars by seeing these piece of shit movies. And then, he gives you the same fucking thing, and people are like, the moment you want to bash, they're like, don't judge it. Are you fucking kidding me? How could you not judge the movie when it looks the same way? It's by the same fucking guy. What do you think, that he's just going to change overnight? He makes 3 movies that aren't good, and there you go. Right there, you should just be able to fucking judge Michael Bay for what it is. The proof is right there in the pudding. It's right there in front of your fucking face. It looks exactly the same. The motherfuckers are saying, don't judge it. Give it a chance. What, you think this guy is going to improve overnight? I mean, come on. Michael Bay isn't going to change his ideas just like that. And the funny fucking thing that just blows my mind is it looks exactly the same. So then you got the Ninja Turtles, and, here you go. Ninja Turtles right there, the same year. He's already destroyed one franchise. Now, as it said in the previous video, I'm not a big Transformers fan. But, I'll admit it's cool. But it wasn't something as a kid that I really went apeshit over. However, Ninja Turtles was a different story. For me, those guys were gods. Those were like 4 Jesus Christs right there. 4 holy apostles to me. I worship the Turtles. And still to this day, I am a big fan of it. I love the concept. I think it is probably one of the most unique concepts ever. That is also why, if someone asked me to show this, also why I'm a big fan of Earthworm Jim. I love unique concepts. I love weird characters with zany personalities. I'm a big fan of charismatic characters. That's what I like. I like charisma. That's what I'm drawn to. Charismatic characters, fictional or or in reality. Charisma is key. And I love when people get creative with artwork, and right there, abstract characters. So the Ninja Turtles, this was an idea I had since I was like 3 years old, and I was drawn right to it. So you could pretty much guess that when a Ninja Turtles movie comes out, it's going to capture my interest, capture my attention, and I am bound to talk about it here on this channel. Now, Ninja Turtles, the Michael Bay version, is a complete abomination. They don't even look like the Turtles. In fact, they're almost as big as the motherfucking Transformers. And people are defending this. You know, it's once again, it's right there in front of everybody's face. And it's so obvious that it sucks. You can see it. They look like fucking dinosaurs. I still can't get over that, somebody's comment on my video. They look like deformed Hulk clones. And another person said deformed T-Rex penises. Exactly. They look awful. I will take, God forgive me for saying this, but I will take the Ninja Turtles 3 costumes over the, oh God, but yes, motherfuckers, I will. At least those guys look sort of like the Turtles. These don't look anything like them at all. And then you have these morons on here, you know, some of the bigger names that talk about, you know, pop culture here on YouTube are defending the way they look just so they can maintain their sub account. Fuck these motherfuckers. I mean, really, you look at these turtles and you want to fucking vomit. I admitted in my video, I vomited when I saw them. You know, that was my childhood coming up through my throat there. I vomited my childhood right over my computer screen. I had a horrible thing, you know. And this Michael Bay, and someone asked me to talk about, you know, why I didn't mention that Shredder was white in this one. And, you know, I did honestly forget to talk about that. It's retarded. It's a Roku Saki. I mean, holy shit, you know, in the comics, this is how it went. You had Hamato Yoshi got killed by Shredder, you know, and then the rat got hit, you know, with the mutagen, and then he was there to avenge his fallen, you know, owner. Okay, you know, and in the cartoon, you know, I didn't like that version. I liked the way the cartoon did it, where, you know, Hamato Yoshi was Splinter. You know, I like that version. You know, so, but this guy isn't even a Roku Saki. He's some fucking white businessman. They're not even, you got two valid stories there. I would even take the comic version, because that is the original way that Peter Lard and Kevin Eastman envisioned it. So, you know, you could do that in honor of them. The same way they did it in the 1990 movie. There you go. They did it in 1990. But this guy spits in the face of all that fucking history. Doesn't follow any of those storylines. Is going to do his own thing. That right there is sacrilege. You don't fucking change everything. Change the whole goddamn storyline. That there is motherfucking moronic. And Michael Bay just doesn't care about fans of these franchises. He's, you know, like, who is he doing this for? Who the fuck wants to see these movies when he's just perverting everything? All these fucking things are just being downright perverted. And I'm getting sick of him taking childhood things and transforming them into travesties. This motherfucker sucks. He's just obsessed with special effects. And these special effects, these CGI images, these turtles, they look fucking awful. As they said, how the fuck can a movie from 1990 look better than one from 2014? That boggles my motherfucking mind right there. I mean, come on. I've grown up and I have seen movies develop into beautiful things. I did, you know, I didn't like the movie, but you know, Avatar, like, that movie it wasn't a good movie at all, but, you know, it was beautiful looking. The CGI was nice and crisp, and it's beautiful, you know, and they managed to integrate that with human actors, with real actors, and somehow, you know, they can't do it this time. They made it. How can Michael Bay, with the fucking budget he has, producing this goddamn thing, make it look this abominable? I mean, come on. Where's the decent, CGI effects? Where's this, you know, how many years, like over 20 years of CGI development, like since Toy Story. Since Toy Story, they've been developing amazing things, Pixar, whatever, so they don't have Pixar, but You know, you have Industrial Light and Magic. You have all these motherfucking studios that could produce amazing looking CGI. And I don't know what studio they're using for this movie, but they suck. They're garbage. Or they just don't understand how the turtles look. How hard is it to look at a fucking picture of a goddamn Ninja Turtle? Google images, motherfuckers. Look it up and copy what you see. Or just, you could change it a little bit. Like they did in 1990, but they were real suits and it was realistic looking. They looked great. That's what I'm saying. I can't still get over, to this day, how great Jim Henson's suits looked in that movie. It looked phenomenal. They looked epic. To the moment they showed up, you would think with big giant rubber suits, you would think that as soon as they appeared, the audience would burst into laughter. No, they burst into cheers when they saw them because they looked great. So Michael Bay, you can kiss the whitest part of my ass. I am fucking sick and tired of you destroying these movies. As I said, I'm not a giant Transformers fan, but you got millions and millions of people that are. You're destroying their childhood. You're destroying my childhood with the Ninja Turtles. Just fuck you already. And anybody that defends this man, give it a chance. Fuck you too. You get 2 middle fingers. Because you are even worse than Michael Bay. Because you're actually, supporting him. You're supporting the guy. You're saying it's okay. You can make shitty movies if you want to. I'm here to say that no, he's not allowed to, motherfuckers. He's not allowed to destroy my childhood. Fuck Michael Bay and fuck his defenders.